Gail, what are you doing now?
I'm raising my children. No, I have 2 girls and just raising kids and doing something that I always said I wanted to when I ran. I wanted to be in my older age and be able to sit in the stands and enjoy track and field. So I've come here to Brussels and I had a fabulous time just sitting there watching great competition, watching these young athletes get out there and watch their dreams come true.
Are you training now too?
No.
Your body is incredible.
No training. I'm a bum. No, I'm just, I try to stay in shape, but I don't train. I keep saying I'm going to train, I'm going to get back in shape, but I haven't got there yet.
Is there a Gail Divers now in the world of athleticism with 100 meters and the hurdles?
You know who I like? Danielle Williams, the young Jamaican. Young athlete, has a lot of talent, and she's just coming on the scene, and she's got that what I call the it factor, where she's not afraid to run. She's not afraid to run, and I expect great things out of her in Doha and in the future.
I'm from Italy. What is Italy for you? What do you remember of Italy?
Oh my goodness. Going to the different meets, whether in Rome and Spain and just all the different countries that I would compete in, the fans. The fans were what made my meets for me because of the encouragement that they gave me and wanting to see that, when people cheer for you and they're there and they've paid their money, they want to see a great performance. So to be able to give them a great performance and then it's so appreciative. And one of the things that I always loved to do was to sit there and sign autographs afterwards because that's my way of saying thank you for what they did and what the encouragement that they gave to me.
What is your best?
My best.
What was your best race in your life?
That's a hard question. My best race. I don't know. You know what? I always said that any race that I competed in, I tried to give it my all. And so sometimes it worked out. You look at the hurdles where people are like, oh, she's too fast to run the hurdles because of what back then there wasn't a lot of people who ran the 100 and the hurdles. Yeah. So I had that speed. And sometimes my speed got me in some trouble. I hit a couple hurdles and failed, but I would not take that away. I think that all that I've done in my career has made me into the person that I am, and it was about it was full speed ahead. So I don't have a favorite memory. I have, fond memories of just my whole career, and I felt like I was very blessed to have been in the sport for as long as I was in the sport and on top for as long as I was in the sport. And, my last race, I was 40 years old. I ran Milrose and came and ran a meet in Paris. And so I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my whole career. So it's all a very great big 25-year fond memory.
And that race you fall, yes. It's incredible. It's what is your memory about that one?
You know what? In 1992 at the Olympics, I had just won the gold medal in the 100 meters.
Yes.
And so it was like newfound speed. I didn't have time to practice with that speed over the hurdles. And I remember getting out the blocks, and every single hurdle, I felt like I was so close that it was like inevitable that I was going to fall. And that I made it through the 10th hurdle was amazing, or to the 10th hurdle, not over it. And just couldn't get that trail leg up, to clear the hurdle in time, and the lead leg kind of picked it up, and and I think at that point when I hit the hurdle, everything kind of went in slow motion. It was about get to the finish line, because when you start a race, for me, no matter what happens, my goal is to finish. And I didn't want to hit the ground. I wanted to get across the finish line. So even in slow motion, the whole goal was finish. And I know there were a lot of people who said, I cried for you in that race, and I didn't. I think everything happens for a reason, and I think that I didn't, because I didn't finish that race where I thought I would have, or where I may have wanted, or where fans may have wanted me to finish. I think that inspired me to keep going, and I think that was a key to the longevity of my career, because it kept me setting new goals.
Last question is about Doha. What do you think about this kind of World Championship at the end of September.
It's late. It is late, but I think, if it was something that they just told you at the last minute, it would be hard. But because it was planned out, hopefully our athletes, which we can kind of see what they're doing now, our athletes have started planning and they're making progressions so that a lot of them you'll see in these meets are now peaking and getting to that point where in 2 to 3 weeks now when we get to Doha that they'll be ready. I watched Dina Asher-Smith tonight. Looks phenomenal, in the 100 meters, and she's just continuing. That was her season's best.